That's not true.
Hey, what's up? It's Michael Marotta here on indie617, hanging out in the Miller Lite tent with White Reaper. What's up, gentlemen?
Yo.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
So I saw your set earlier. You were a lot more animated than this. Welcome back to Boston.
Thank you.
It's great to be here.
You got a good response from the crowd. And usually Boston is a little stiff, especially in the afternoon. People were rocking out a little bit. You even were a bit surprised to see the response in the crowd.
Yeah, I was surprised. But Boston's always been nice to
Yeah,
us.
I've never experienced Boston to be stiff.
Yeah.
Really?
Never. No.
Never in a million years.
Why is that? How come? Are you bringing something from Louisville that we do not have here in Boston, in a very uptight city that we live in?
Not necessarily.
People, is this considered an uptight city?
Yeah, it is.
Really? I guess it's Harvard.
We are in Harvard, yeah. There's a lot of smart people. A lot of people that are much smarter.
Or are we on Harvard?
I think you're on Harvard. I'm from New York, so there's a difference between the in and the ons here, and I never get them right.
Where in New York?
Long Island.
Nice.
I'm a fan of their iced tea.
It's a big city.
Long Island iced tea is a good time.
Yeah, I think we just have a good fan base here. Honestly, yeah. That's
Probably
I think that's
because
just
of
that.
fine radio stations like
Indie617.
indie617.
How rude.
Well, let me tell you, I've been shoving Judy French down our listeners' throats to the point where I think people are starting to tell me, like, stop playing this every single
That's exactly
Well,
how.
So it's you.
Thank you so
It's
much.
me. No, I'm not to blame for
Case
this.
closed.
I'm glad you said shove down. That's always a better look than shove up.
Exactly. Yes, you have to shove down. It's
Less
all about the angle
explicit.
and how you're shoving.
Right. Wait, I didn't swear, so there's no swears, right?
You can swear.
No, there's
I can
swears.
I can make innuendos or about asses and whatnot, but
All right, listen, Judy French.
Let's move on.
I've been telling people that
Sorry.
is the best song that people are going to hear all weekend long at Boston Calling. What do you think about that?
Well, you seem to be forgetting about Old Town Road.
You know what? If in fact they're not telling us when Lil Nas X is performing today, if that happens during this interview, we're dropping the mic and we're going to run off to wherever
Well,
Lil Nas
last
X.
time I saw him,
I'm
he was
glad we're on
getting
the same
he was getting his hair cut, so I think we've got some time.
Where was this?
in the artist lounge,
in
where
the blue
you can get a free
tent,
haircut.
blue
Give hair-
stage
Give
artist.
haircuts in the artist line. They keep us in the media tent. Like I have not. I've escaped the media tent for about half hour to watch you guys on the Delta Blue stage, and then that was it. And people actually came up to me and they were like, "I can't believe you're actually venturing out of the media tent."
How do you feel
Thanks for
about
coming to
being
watch
a
us,
member of the media?
It's okay. I have a love-hate relationship with myself, so it helps me a lot in dealing as a media person. What do you guys think about the media?
I'm not going to answer that.
You have to answer questions about Judy French and idiots like me being like, "That's the greatest song I've ever heard."
I like
you're-
that. That's
you're not
great.
an idiot, and
That's
this is
my
fun.
favorite media.
Proven you're not an idiot because you're wearing a really cool shirt.
It's a cool
Do you
shirt.
like this?
Left and right.
I got this from Johnny Jewel about a week ago.
Desire, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, great band. Yeah. Johnny Jewel shouts out, "Look up to you."
He does. I heard a crazy story about Johnny Jewel yesterday, actually. They were playing, Chromatics and Desire were playing in Vermont at Higher Ground in Burlington.
That's right. They're on tour right
They're
now.
on tour, yeah. And so he's taking the Italians Do It Better label out on tour with him. They've shut down the store in Portland. I guess they realized that to cross the Canadian border, they had to pay all of these taxes for merch. So he literally just walked out into the crowd after their show, and whoever stuck around, he was like, "Whatever you guys want, just take."
It's smart.
And people just loaded up on him.
I
That's
love
amazing.
his bands and his label, and I'm jealous that you got to see his show. I've yet to see Johnny Jewel, any of his bands, but hopefully one day.
He's a good time. Would you guys ever give away your merch to people to just be like,
I do it
I
all
want
the
your
time.
We had to do that one time. A couple of years ago, we were pulling into Richmond, Virginia to play a show, and we had, I swear, between the 4 or 5 of us, we had $20. So at our show that night, we were like, you can pay whatever you want for the merch. And we left with $200.
Bandcamp model.
Got us to the next gig. So,
Just last week, we were discussing the ins and out of purchasing a T-shirt gun.
yeah, we need a T-shirt cannon. If any
Cannon,
startups,
sorry.
any startups out there want to just give us one, that would be
yeah.
awesome.
Even considered a slingshot.
Yeah,
so it's
maybe a
not too
large
fan.
slingshot.
Not gonna get past the second row, but we're gonna try our hardest.
Would you? How far do you think you would have gotten past the Delta Blue stage?
I would
look
have
at
gotten
the
that
yards?
thing far.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, I'm
a bad
operating the
shot, so
slingshot.
it's better him than me.
I wanted to ask you. Playing your brand of rock and roll as you do, is it difficult to play that during the day? You had a 2 p.m. set time today. Does it kind of throw you off a bit?
We usually practice around this time, so it's I just kind of close my eyes and imagine I'm in the practice space, and it's fine.
I think the most difficult thing is to play to no one. So when there's people there, I don't care what time of day it is.
Have you done that? Have you played to no one?
Of course.
Oh
yeah.
That's what we mostly do.
I figured that people just went to your show thinking that Alexandra Daddario was in your band and was the front
probably
woman of the
happened,
band, and they come and they see you, and they're like, oh man,
God.
You sound like you've read our YouTube comments.
is it true? Is it? Maybe I made those YouTube comments. How about that? It's me.
And we're going to need to have a talk
I'm
later.
Judy French 42069 on YouTube. So if you're seeing,
Your YouTube name.
I don't have a YouTube name.
Good.
Just like your Google account's just your name.
It probably is. Yeah, it's probably just like Michael
What's your last name?
Marotta.
Marotta.
The Italian thing though.
Yeah, hell yeah. You even got the Prada shade.
So you gotta rock the Prada shit.
Hey,
Michael
yo.
Marotta.
Hey, what's your favorite podcast?
I'm not a big podcast guy. I don't really watch many podcasts. There's a great one. There's a great one coming out of Boston right now called Disgraceland, which is run by Jake Brennan. It's all about like kind of like true crime and rock and roll. True crime, very popular.
That's
right
a
now.
popular one.
Yeah, people are really into that.
Disgraceland is
What about you
popular.
guys? What do you guys listening to?
Man, we've been doing all kinds of stuff. On the drive here, we were listening to the Rich Roll podcast. We were
Oh,
listening
yeah.
to David Goggins. I don't know if anybody's
You guys
ever
know
heard
who
about
David Goggins
We're
is?
gonna write this down and
It's all about self-help on
Rich
tour.
Roll is it's a great podcast if you want to feel good and maybe make some changes.
If you
to
need some
your life.
inspiration.
Inspiration.
So listen, you guys excited to see anyone else here at Boston Calling? As the best band playing Boston Calling today, are you looking down on anyone else?
Maybe we would if we could get out of the media tent, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So question 12 of 916 is you're going to be here for a little bit. Actually, you're going to be here until Lil Nas X goes on stage. So you better hope that we hear Old Town Road.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
No, but Shame.
Shame was good.
Shame.
They were kicking the tennis ball around here earlier.
They're nice
That's
lads.
fun. They're nice.
The Shame bass player did a front flip on stage, landed on his ass, and then proceeded to kick his bass, picked it up, started playing it again. What a legend!
It's a pro move. Speaking of pro moves, you're wearing the Aerosmith show at the Boston gig. Your Aerosmith shirt at the Boston gig. Is that intentional?
It is not.
Oh, that shirt is crazy.
I never saw
It is not intentional. My cousin Clay gave me this mere weeks ago. This is the first time I've worn it.
You
But
knew.
this-
Yeah, that caused a lot of controversy back in the 90s. A pierced
It's
nipple on the
graphic.
cover. Yeah, it's terrible.
It's not about the album. It's about
Yikes.
the cover.
I worked at a Sam Goody at the time, and they were like, "We have to cover up the pierced nipple. We can't be showing that."
Wow,
It's not about the
Sam
album,
Goody.
It's about the Pierce.
Man, that's,
I'm
I've
simply
done
about
it.
the
I've done
awe
it all.
factor
I've
here.
done it all.
Sam Goody.
Same thing with the Nirvana penis.
Yeah, the Nirvana. That kid is like, that kid. He's like 30 now, and every time like there's an even number anniversary, they're like throwing the kid in the pool.
Exactly.
They're like, get in the pool, take off your clothes, get in the pool. It's the 36th anniversary of Nevermind. We need to see what you look like now.
He's like, God damn it.
No, I think
kind of.
No, he's
Kinda
like,
how
he's
I'm
like,
feeling
no,
during
I
this
want
interview,
people to
actually.
see.
I know how he feels. All right, so word on the street is that you guys signed to Elektra Records. Is that true?
Correct.
Yep.
You were on Polyvinyl previously, right?
Yes.
Making the move. How do you feel about Elektra? You excited about this?
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
great.
maybe it's a little early to tell, but so far they've been really great.
It's always too early to tell. Yeah, as of press time, things have been fine. What can we expect from White Reaper in the oncoming future?
I think we're allowed to say. Maybe we're not.
Yeah, we are.
On Wednesday,
Putting
we're
a new
gonna put
record
our
out.
First new song.
Did you play that tonight?
We did.
We did.
Today, it's about like texting your sister or something like that, right?
Yeah,
It's about
exactly.
telling your sister
Yes.
that I told her so.
You'll see. Well, I've read the messages.
I think texting sounds.
We
way
should have
funnier.
done that.
It's about
Yeah.
So I
Text
heard it
your
for the
sister.
first time. I was like, all right, I got to take notes.
Text
Playing
your
a new
sister,
song.
tell her
Goddamn.
I want some soy.
Brother, is that a Jersey Devils tattoo?
I have a New Jersey Devils tattoo. Yes, I do.
That's fucking sick.
We saw the Misfits in that arena.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, doing a little Jersey pride. What Louisville? What Blackhawks? What's the NHL rooting interest?
We got
Nashville
nothing.
Preds.
Nashville
Yeah.
Predators. Yeah, that's a fun team. People are into that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
would
Predators
say
are cool.
I've-
They
that's
really
the only
they really
hockey game
dropped
I've
the
ever
ball.
been to.
Yeah, they did. They really they crapped the bed. It was Stanley Cup aspirations, and it's
The
just
day
not
we
gonna happen.
dropped, the day we played Bonnaroo 2017, they could have won the Stanley Cup or gone to Game 6, but they lost.
Yeah,
We were like in Manchester. It was crazy.
it's I mean, country music fans. Like, I don't know. I've been to a game down at Bridgestone Arena or wherever it is. They're really into it for a warm weather climate. I guess you could.
Much more so than the Titans, I'd say. Poor Titans.
I saw Drake at Bridgestone Arena.
How was that? Give
It
us the
was
review.
sick.
You're in the media now. Give us your review of Drake at Bridgestone Arena in
Drake.
Nashville.
Puts on a heck of a show.
All right, you're hired. Do you want a job here at indie617?
Wait, what was
Yeah.
better, Drake or Misfits?
Misfits.
I mean, Misfits was for me.
Misfits at it's Prudential, right?
I mean,
Prudential Center.
are we talking like production-wise and everything, the whole umbrella of the whole production?
Misfits
What
is my
provided
vote.
you more joy?
Misfits.
There you have it, folks.
Glenn Danzig is my biological father, actually.
That-
It's,
I see
we were
that.
Discussing this. We were discussing this in the studio
I
about a
see
week
it.
ago.
It
It's
was-
crazy. It's
Was he
absolutely
loving
wild.
to you? Was he good?
No, he cut me off completely.
It was Misfits, Murphy's Law, Suicidal Tendencies, and Harley Flanagan's band.
Harley Flanagan.
What'd you enjoy the most of that?
The Misfits.
I mean, everything was
I
amazing.
mean, of the undercard.
Suicidal
you got
tendencies.
the last name Marotta from Witness Protection.
It's an adopted name. It's a stage name. It's my media name.
like,
It's,
well,
it's
take
actually it's my
Marat.
YouTube name is Marotta. That's what I'm using for. What are you guys doing after this? Because I'm never letting you out of this town.
We're gonna
I kinda
drive
just
to
wanna stay here,
Kentucky.
honestly.
Yeah, we have to go to talk to somebody else, but I can't imagine
Yeah,
it's better than this.
No,
it's not going to be. It's a step
no
down.
way. You know, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I would rather just stay here.
Coming back to
Miller Lite tent.
you coming back to Boston anytime soon?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Something.
I mean, I
same,
really,
yeah.
really want to.
It's hard to say without
We'll
the
be in the
calendar.
area.
Or, what's your guys' favorite place to see a show?
Here?
A place like we would play, like.
Great Scott, the Sinclair.
Really? We've played there before.
Bowery. Anything Bowery, Boston. Hook up with those dudes. They treat you right.
Ever since you mentioned Sinclair, I'm pretty sure we're playing there.
We are.
Is that breaking news?
Yes.
Breaking news!
I don't know.
Look at this.
I could confirm.
All right, let's go. I mean, we got time.
Get
so
our
we can-
manager on the horn. We need to know.
All right, you heard it here first.
I swear it.
Well, because I know, there's radius clauses and stuff, so you can't really talk.
Yeah,
about
but we
the
already
next
played.
time.
We already played it.
Marina and the Diamonds, she violated that. She announced her show in Boston in October. A lot of trouble.
Oh,
Not a good scene.
Wait, did she play this fest this year?
Is Cambridge close?
Yeah, we're in Cambridge.
Oh, we're not playing Cambridge.
No, we're not in Cambridge. We're across the river from Cambridge.
We're
Sorry, I've only
not
lived here.
playing the Sinclair
Oh, okay.
in Cambridge
Okay,
on
God.
the 2nd of November. We're definitely not gonna be.
I'm getting married the next day.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my
man.
gosh.
You guys want to come?
Yeah.
Stick around. Come to the wedding. Play Judy French at the wedding.
Cancel the shows,
That would
boys
be
and girls.
sick.
The venue, it's all in house. We're lazy at this. We were like, they can do it all.
What's the venue called?
The Foundation Room.
How how far out of town?
It's right, it's like a $8 Uber ride from where you're playing.
Man, that's so.
Are you
sick.
going to come to our show, Premarital Rock Show?
It is literally my last chance. That's it. That's all I got.
Congrats on the marriage.
Premarital
I figured
rock
I'd give it
show.
a shot. I'm getting older. I might as well just.
We can put you and your fiance on the list.
No, she's not. She's not coming. She's not. It's gonna be just me. I got to get some
She
stuff.
fucking hates you guys.
She hates me. Trust me. No, it's that's why we
Get
get
her
along.
the merrier then. That's good.
Hanging out with White Reaper. Anything else? I feel like we've touched on a lot of topics here. We've kind of hit everything.
That's it, man.
Thanks for caring. Thanks for the interview. You guys rule.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for
I
stopping
love
to
the
us.
media.
Hanging
I
out
love
with
the
the world's
media.
best American band, White Reaper and the Miller Lite Tent. It's indie617.